Thanks very much, Honorable Malema, and then I'll respond to Honorable Dagmo.
No, thanks, Chairperson. Firstly, let's appreciate the fact that you carried the mandate of the committee and did so very well. It is incorrect to want to create an impression that a decision was taken outside a democratic process, because we're all sitting here, and when a process was outlined, we're all here, and those who wanted to oppose, they could have said no. But also, is disingenuous, but also a denial that I no longer have majority. So this illusion that if we had voted, we're going to win, is the old mentality. So people have not come to reality that it will not have resulted in something else. Because we all spoke in one language, including members of the DA, who said the speaker must be the one who carries this responsibility. That's where there was a difference. But that we are going to oppose, it was a principle. So when you say majority, as if you're living under President Mbeki's parliament, wake up to the reality, smell the coffee. And that's how you're going to start dealing with issues in a more sober and objective way and lobby others, not only those who are in the GNU. Because the situation this parliament finds itself in, it suggests that there must be permanent interaction between parties. It's not automatic that we are this number of GNU. GNU is not the same party. And therefore, to think because we are more in GNU automatically will overrule them. You're going to be very disappointed. You're going to be very disappointed, and then you're going to come here and speak things that are not real. We can go back and vote if that's what you want, but it's too late. So we took a right decision, supported by the majority, and you did the good work. And I like the giraffe view of this committee. You can see we're being set up for a trap. That no, leave it, the speaker will deal with it. They knew what they were going to do. They were setting up South Africans. Leave it, the speaker will deal with it. When we say no, let's leave it to the speaker. Speaker was going to do exactly what she did and will not be represented. I hope South Africans can see their dishonesty. That even when they were taken below the necessary numbers, they're still continuing with that conduct of calling a swimming pool a fire pool. That conduct is still continuing. And I hope some of you comrades don't want to go down with that image of opposing the obvious. So the speaker acted wrongfully by not opposing. The president is challenging the panel report of parliament. The speaker's advice, legal advice, was only one option: oppose. There was no two options. Speaker can't rely on the legal advice of our committee. She went to get her own legal advice, said oppose. Then the legal advice told her what she didn't want to hear. Then she says when she does interviews, which is dishonest, the legal advice said, I also have an option to abide. Her advice doesn't have that option. It is your advice which has got that option. It's our advice, and she has no right to use our advice. They were not advising her. She got her own advice, and the advice said, go to court. So as a committee, we need to take a very strong view that we're disappointed by what the speaker did, because her duty is to protect parliament. I was asking our legal team, what legal avenues do we have on this speaker? Because she just abandoned her responsibility, which is to defend parliament as another arm of the state. No, she says, hi, you can do anything you want, I will abide. And exactly the letter I wrote to her I said to her, you cannot choose a legal team that is going to represent Parliament because you voted no against this panel report that is now being challenged. So you're conflicted. Your conscience must tell you you're conflicted. You said this report must be thrown away. Now there is a legal process that says it must be thrown away. And then you appoint lawyers. Even when you oppose, you appoint lawyers to go and oppose something that you said it must be thrown away. Leave that process to parties in Parliament the same way the Speaker before left the process to the parties to submit the names of people who can serve in the panel report. So I support those who say we need to send a message to the Speaker that as a committee charged with this responsibility, we're disappointed because we're a committee of Parliament, and as a head of Parliament, she's got the responsibility to protect all of us. We can't be seen to be going different direction. Worse, when her legal opinion says you have only one option, and that option is to defend, is to object. Thanks, Jen.
Welcome back to my channel, The Public Record. I'm Andrew. That was Julius Malema inside the Section 89 Impeachment Committee. And this is one of the strongest parts of the meeting. The fight here is not only about President Ramaphosa anymore. The focus also turns to the Speaker of Parliament and whether she should have taken a stronger position to defend Parliament in the court process. Malema's argument is clear. He says the Speaker acted wrongfully, that she abandoned her responsibility, and that Parliament must wake up and smell the coffee. But then Hlophe from the MK party takes it even further. He asks the question directly, what is this committee going to do about the Speaker? Listen to this part.
Honorable Hlophe.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. It is very clear to me that the Speaker, to us, that the Speaker totally misconstrued her role in this matter. The real question going forward is we need to take a decision as this committee as to what exactly to do in the light of the fact that the Speaker totally misconstrued her role. If anything, the legal advice that was given to her, it was that she must oppose the interdict application. She chose to ignore that advice. The real question is going forward, what are we agreeing upon as this committee? Going forward, we must agree as to what are we going to do about the Speaker who has derelicted her duty. Her duty is to uphold the Constitution and to protect Parliament. She has failed dismally in that regard. So we need to agree, what are we going to do going forward in relation to the conduct of the Speaker? She clearly lacks objectivity in this regard. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Honorable Hlophe. Just to say that the Speaker is not a member of this committee.
So there you have the key exchange. Malema says the Speaker acted wrongfully and abandoned her responsibility. Hlophe says she failed dismally and asks what the committee is going to do about it. But the chair pushes back and says the Speaker does not account to this committee. She accounts to the National Assembly. And that is why this moment matters. This is no longer only a debate about the impeachment process. It is also becoming a fight over Parliament's own role, the Speaker's role, and who must defend the institution when the process is challenged in court. What do you think? Was Malema right when he said Parliament must wake up and smell the coffee? Was Hlophe right to say the Speaker failed? Or was the chair correct that this committee cannot deal with the Speaker and that the matter belongs in the National Assembly? Put your thoughts in the comments. This is the public record. We follow what was said, what was challenged, and what still needs answers.